Once upon a time, there were two children, and they decided to build a fort. So they measured out several 8x4 boards, and they got their measuring tapes out, and they measured them to be 4 feet long each. All right, that's just a little example of, a little math story read aloud I was trying to do there on the fly, off the cuff. Um, But one of my top recommendations for stepping into the new year and enlivening your homeschool math is to do math story read alouds. And for those of you who haven't heard of stories that are focused on math, just do a little Google search. One really great story is called Blockhead. If you go on Amazon, you can order it probably for like $8 or something. But it's a really awesome book about the life of Leonardo of Pisa, also known as Fibonacci, the man who introduced the Fibonacci number series to the Western world during the Middle Ages in his book, The Book of Calculations, or Liber Abaci in Latin. So what's the Fibonacci number series? It's a series of numbers starting with 0 and 1, and you add those two numbers together to give you the next number. 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, on into infinity. So it's an irrational number. But reading stories like Blockhead aloud to your kids can just really, you can cover literature, cover math. It can inspire them to write similar stories. It's just a really great idea to skip over traditional math curriculum and get math learning through rich stories. One of the things that I did when I taught in private school was I wrote my own science-based stories, and we covered math, literature, geography. Like I would have a geographic setting for my animals. I wrote a story called Margaret the Oyster Pearl, where the central figure was the sand grain that the oyster covered over with the mother of pearl called nacre. And I made it into an animated story, and then I encouraged my students to write similar stories. And we were also learning marine biology at the time, so it was literature within marine biology. And you can do something like that with your kids too. Maybe you're not excited about writing stories for your kids. That's not everyone's thing or talent. But your kids could write stories and include math in it, like I was attempting to do at the beginning of this video. All right. So I have just released my new guide. It's a PDF that you can download. It's called Math Learning Secrets. Click on the link with this post, and I teach you a whole framework, my 5 secrets math learning framework, to help you experience math reform, getting away from the traditional grind of math education and looking for the fun and real life connections that math has in the world all around us. And I teach you how to set that up through learning centers, just like what I demonstrated here and now with math read alouds and stocking little nooks in your household, making them into really cool learning centers that your kids like to be creative in every day. All right, so click the link here and grab your copy of Math Learning Secrets today. And I will be back tomorrow with more awesomeness. And also, please give me a thumbs up. If you're here on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. Love to have you here. Also, in the comments, tell me about your thoughts regarding doing math read alouds, replacing that with a curriculum that your kids might be hating right now and loathing the idea of after the holidays, doing math worksheets. What do you think of the concept of doing math read alouds, finding math books on different math concepts and reading them aloud to your kids? So share in the comments about that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is not commonly done in traditional education. Normally it's just this one size fits all squeezing children through I like to call it a lock step-by-step math curriculum where, they have to cover this, and this before they can move on to the next thing. That's just not true. You can have you can just have a checklist of different concepts and look for storybooks that teach those concepts, and math games to follow up with it, and just totally walk away from math curriculum grind and drudgery. All right? Grab that link, grab your copy of Math Learning Secrets today,